Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome to episode 118 of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We are going to go ahead and do a Blue Baby run to Delirium today, because it's one of the few things left that we actually still have to do. Now, you may notice something right off the bat, or you may have noticed it if you were paying close attention. QYYD 2BLM. You may have noticed that my win streak, oh god, these enemies all spawned very quickly and I was a little frazzled by it, but pay me no mind. You may have noticed that my win streak was at 1 instead of like -10 or whatever it was after that lost video in the previous episode. That's because I actually recorded episode 119 first, for reasons that will become clear when episode 119 comes out. I kind of explained it there. So you'll just have to lie and wait and watch that if you want to know why that happened. But yeah, basically, hopefully that doesn't mess around with people too much here. It does, I guess, sort of spoil that we did happen to win that run, but I think you'll come to understand why and how and all that by tomorrow. For now, though, just take me on my word that it was for a good reason, and, oh god, that mimic just blinked into existence. Normally they have some sort of animation. We've got Scapular here, which I don't think interacts at all with Blue Baby. But it's good to have, I guess. Better to have it than to not have it. It might interact with Blue Baby. I don't know if it interacts the same way, because normally it's like when you get down to half a red heart, you spawn a spirit heart. Obviously, that can't happen as Blue Baby, but maybe it's like when you get down to half a spirit heart, you spawn a spirit heart, which would be pretty sweet. I mean, it'd be basically the same sort of efficacy as it normally is. I don't know. I digress. It's a weird sort of edge case. You can't expect them to plan for every eventuality with every single item in the game, but that seems like a fairly obvious one to me, anyway. Although, really, who thinks of Scapular when they're thinking of all, like, the 500-plus items in this game? It's definitely one of the ones I would forget or, like, think of at the very end. I wonder if there's, like a quiz out there. Like, you know how there's, like, those online quizzes? There's that one website that's just, like, full of them. I don't remember exactly what the website is right now. I think it starts with, like, an O or something. Maybe it's just... I wanted to say, like, Quibbler, but I think that's a Harry Potter thing, so never mind. But there's just, like, a whole bunch of online quizzes about random shit, and, like, seeing how much you can remember certain things. Like, I know for a while there was a sort of popular subset of videos going around YouTube where it's like, oh, here's all these quizzes about different Pokemon types, and can you name all the Pokemon of a certain type? And it was like, okay, yeah, people will try that out and see how much they can get. Or, like, name the first 150 Pokemon, or name all the Pokemon from Generation 2 or whatever. There were a lot of Pokemon ones, is what I'm getting at. I'm wondering if there's a quiz out there for all the items in all of Isaac, like Afterbirth, Afterbirth Plus, Rebirth, and just the original as well. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know. I imagine there must be something out there about, like, Isaac. I don't know, because there's a pretty huge fan base around this game, so you would expect that they would have their fair representation on those quizzing websites. Oh my god, that guy's so fast! I mean, I should expect it because the yellow ones are normally faster, but still, goddamn, look at him just charge me down. This is a nasty room of champions, man. There's like, all the champions in this room seem to like work together in perfect harmony to screw me over in like the worst possible way. Well, I mean, not the worst possible way, because I only really took 1 damage, but still, 1 damage at this point in the game is a little bit critical. If only because it might make it so I can't afford a deal with the devil in the future. We'll see. I need to talk about something for a moment. It's like, pardon me, I might get up on my soapbox for a minute here. Does Blue Baby still need to start with the poop? Like... It's a joke, or whatever. I mean, maybe there's some symbolism. I don't know, pardon me, I'm tired. I'm recording this at like 11 p.m. at night after a long day at work. Still, maybe there's some symbolism to it. But, like, I don't ever use the poop when I'm playing as Blue Baby. Am I alone in that? Like, maybe there are some people out there who just religiously use the poop at all times, like every available opportunity. And good for you. You maybe get, like, an extra 10 cents per run if you're lucky. Or if you have, like, a petrified poop, then I can maybe understand it. Or you have some, like Midas's Touch or something, because that gives you golden poop every time, I'm pretty sure. Things like that, sure, it's cool to have the poop. It's not the best space bar item. I would probably rather have something else regardless, because, like, at a certain point, money is no object in the game anymore. However, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I would want them to do. Like, do they just take it away from Blue Baby? Do they replace it with a different starting item? I mean, that would be the dream, right? To have them actually start with a decent spacebar item. But I guess that would kind of ruin the flavor of the character at this point. I mean, it's so just embedded in our minds now that Blue Baby starts with the poop, and there's nothing we can do about that. I guess we're doing a whole lap of this room because there's a whole lot of nothing going on. It's just like there, and it's like this. It's undeniable fact. Blue Baby must start with the poop, and it's like it's just the way it is. Things are never gonna be any different than that. It's like I protest that. I think that there is room for change within the character rosters. I think many of the characters are good as they are, and their starting items make sense and everything. And I guess, like, in a weird way, Blue Baby's starting item makes sense because it's poop and he's a trash character. I mean, he's not a trash character. He's not the worst character there is. He was the hardest one to play as in the original Isaac before all this Lost and stuff got introduced. I almost just spoiled something there, but I mean, for anyone who's watching episode 119 or whatever, 118, I guess, of this series, you probably already know about the existence of the Keeper. I'll just say the name just to put it out there. If you don't know about it, then you'll find out in due time, I'm sure. Something I'll have to face eventually. Alright, can we actually take any deal with the devil here? Oh, no we can't. Guppy's Paw would have been, I mean, literally worthless, but it would have been a Guppy item. And Shade is, I'm not sweating too much over that, but still, it's the principle of the matter, man. At any rate, let's go ahead and move on down here. I do have this Sun card that I should probably use at some point, because time is of the essence on this run. Well, as soon as I say that, they give me a Curse of the Lost, so I know whose side the game is on today. The game is on its own side, all on its own. Whoa, it's just me, myself, and I, delirium till I die. And I got nowhere to cry, except I'm crying all the time, because I'm shooting tears out of my face. I don't know. Like I said, long day, let's play. That'd be a great slogan, man. The D4 has appeared in the basement. Well, that's quite grandiose, honestly. I guess that's just for blowing up enough slot machines. Did I blow up like 200 or something? It feels like I've blown up like a million at this point. Well, there you go. The D4 is now in the rotation, which is going to open up a whole new world of possibilities to us. I mean, we already had the D100 in the rotation, so that effectively serves a similar purpose, but the D4 just makes it so there's more items like that that can fill up the pool, sort of dilute the pool with those zany dice, you know? How many dice are there now? I'm trying to think. There's the D4, there's the D1, there's the D infinity, there's the D20, there's the D6, there's the D8, there's the D7, there's, oh my god, there's so many. There's the D12, there's the D100. Is that all of them? I feel like I'm forgetting something. There's gonna be one sad little die that gets forgotten. Who knows, man? I think that's pretty much all of them, though. There's like no D5, no D3, no D2, which would basically just be a coin. I'm gonna see Forever is pretty fine, actually. Even though we already found the secret room on this floor, it'll help us find the second secret room. Oh god, I'm already getting so lost. I'm getting turned around here, man. Not cool. Yeah, please excuse me if the commentary is a little bit odd on this run, just because, like, it's been a long week, man. There's been a lot that's going on this week, and I don't want to get too much into like personal stuff, but it's been a rough couple days, I'll say that much. But I'm powering through it. Don't worry about me. I always get through it with a little help from my friends. I mean, at least I'm getting some value out of getting hit on a regular basis here. I do get the milk to activate for all that's worth. Like the tier upgrade with the milk is actually pretty sweet, but otherwise it's basically just holy water, which is terrible. Yeah, and it's not like I'm in any sort of like for those who might be worried about me because I said like, oh, I'm having a rough time. Don't worry, like, these things come and these things go. That's just how life is, man. And you know what? Honestly, recording these videos is a pretty big stress reliever for me, so I'm just glad to have people to watch them. Because maybe if I was just like uploading these videos into the void with no response whatsoever, and that might be a little depressing. I mean, that's what I effectively did when I started out, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this because I'd rather keep the sun. Let's go ahead and check out the shop, I guess. Could be like a spirit heart or something for sale. Indeed there is. There's also the compass, which might be worth saving up for if I can stomach it. We only need 4 more cents. Pandora's box would be interesting too, but I think the compass is going to be user... Or, what was I even trying to say there? It's going to be more useful on a grander scheme. Hi, Minu. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. She's going absolutely nuts. Normally at this time of night, she's actually pretty good. Come on, kitty. Oh, no, she doesn't want to join? Oh, wait, maybe she does. I don't know. It's hard to tell what she's doing. She's on my lap now regardless, so we'll see how long she decides to stick around. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Oh god, now I've completely lost track now that I've been distracted by my cat. Cats will do that, man. They'll fuck you over one way or another. I haven't gotten my item room yet on this floor, have I? No, because my last item was latchkey. Unless it was I got an item room and I just didn't notice it. This fucking used diaper is actually a great trinket, because that's what was making that guy move so slowly. It was the used diaper, because it gives you the scatole effect randomly on a room, and I guess it gave me it on that room, which slows those flies down, which is pretty awesome. What do we got here? We got spider bite. I'm fine with that. I believe that contributes towards the spider transformation. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. That might be like one of the few transformations that I've never had. I might have had it once. I don't fully remember. It might have been like on one of those zany runs where I like got like 1,000,000 items on the chest or whatever through Blank Cardiera. I think I had like 1 or 2 of those. And okay, well that was great. Let's go ahead and not be dumb about this actually. We don't need to waste a bomb. We can just do that instead. That'll give us enough money to buy the compass, which is pretty solid. And we'll go ahead and try and do the same with this TNT down here. TNT. Power low. TNT. Watch me explode. Oh my god. Really watch me explode. Did you see how many bombs came out of that? Holy hell. Holy hell in a handbasket. There's something so just like paradoxical about that phrase, holy hell in a handbasket, because when you think of hell, what do you think of? You like fire and brimstone and all things evil and wicked and the most dastardly shit on earth. And then you think of a handbasket and you think of little girls on picnics on sunny, like, green summer days. And it's like, there's just something so contrarian about all of it. It's like, I guess maybe that's what you're supposed to get out of that saying. Holy hell in a handbasket. I mean, it does incite some pretty vivid imagery for me, anyway. At any rate, how's this run looking so far? I mean, it's fine. It's nothing to write home about, obviously, which is kind of bad in this particular circumstance, just because we are trying to get a delirium kill. And if it's nothing to write home about, then it's probably not on a super great track to get that delirium kill. But you know what? The run is still young. There's still plenty of opportunities to improve. You know, just 1 or 2 great items, or even just 1 or 2 decently good items that synergize well together could really, really help us out here. So, you just never know, man. You just never know. Of course, I say that all the time, and then it's like I just end up never getting anything that's really worth that much, and I still end up winning most of the time, but not in any sort of grandiose fashion, and certainly not against Delirium. With Delirium, you really need an ace up your sleeve. Now that I've said that, the game's just going to give me a bunch of ace cards, right? Oh, you need an ace up your sleeve? Here, have an ace of diamonds real quick. It's like, yeah, thanks, game. Real helpful, real funny. It's a really great joke. You got a great sense of humor. And I mean, this game literally does have a great sense of humor. That much I will not dispute. There we go. We got a Tears upgrade in the form of Torn Photo, which is very good. Not doing so hot on the HP front, though. That's, that much is certain. We got fucking Curse of the Lost twice in a row. I was looking so forward to using my Sun card. or at least getting to see the reap the benefits that I bought from the compass on the previous floor. But no, they're not gonna let me have my fun just yet. They're gonna make me survive another floor, maybe. I mean, a single hit from a champion will ruin my day here. But you know what? Maybe if just like a random spirit heart wants to drop, any tinted rocks I can come across would be very valuable right now. Or if I can just like find the shop super early and buy a spirit heart, that much I'd be down for as well. I probably should have bought a spirit heart on the previous floor, admittedly. But I mostly just forgot about it. I think I might head back to that previous room and pick up pay to play, because at this point in the game, like, yeah, the used diaper effect is decent. But at this point in the game, it's like flies are starting to become a little less prevalent. No thank you, Mimic. That's not of any interest to me just yet. I mean, yeah, this is probably worth it because pay to win gives you the reroll machines on, or it gives you a chance to get reroll machines on treasure rooms, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it's a guarantee or a chance. Maybe we'll find out on this treasure room here. But the fact that I have enough bombs to sort of make that a justifiable option, I think, makes it worth taking. Or maybe, does it give you a chance to reroll machines on the shop instead? Like, instead of getting a donation machine, you get a reroll machine? I don't know. There's a lot about these trinkets that I don't know. That's probably where I need to learn the most still. So it's definitely not a guarantee on the item rooms anyway. Because we got Mom's Wig there with no reroll machine. But you know what? Mom's Wig is fine on its own. It doesn't need any sort of reroll, man. I feel like Mom's Wig could justifiably be contributing towards the spider transformation as well, as mean as that might sound. We got the world. Oh good, another mapping card that I can't use. Come on, Sarn it. Okay, don't let these guys run into you, because they actually do a full heart of damage. He said doo-doo. He did, what a guy. Oh shit. Hashtag Argon doo-doo. Anyway. Don't make that a hashtag, that's silly. It's not even, like, silly in a funny way. I mean, maybe it is. Oh, God, I'm so mature. So mature. I know how to adult real well, guys. Alright, I was kind of hoping to find the shop around here somewhere, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So I'm just going to go ahead and fight our boss. It's the Dark One, which, like, he's not the easiest boss in the world. He's got a decent amount of HP, but he's fairly predictable. And if I can make him run into these fires as well, that could be some helpful ancillary damage. Is that the right use of the word ancillary? I think it is. Just don't stand below him too much, because it could trigger a lot of these bullet attacks that are a little harder to dodge than his charge, as well as he has a brimstone attack that I'm really not looking to incite. I wouldn't look to harm you in any way, Dark One, or to offend you, I suppose. I mean, I definitely look to harm you. What did I just do? I just killed you, just like straight up. He killed me, straight up. All right, Curse of the Lost 3 floors in a row. Can we do it? Can we make a record? No, it's just Curse of the Maze. Okay, let's go ahead and use the sun. Pretty straight path through like the entire floor. It's a long floor for sure, which is not conducive to delirium success, mind you. But thank you, Guppy's Head. That's actually pretty sweet. If only we've been able to afford Guppy's Paw on like the first, I guess, second floor on our first deal with the devil. Because then we'd be 2/3 of the way to Guppy right now. But you know what? Guppy's Head is justifiable in its own right, just to have. I mean, it's better than the poop. I haven't been using it, so clearly. I would bet out of all the people that have played Isaac, like the hundreds of thousands of people that have played this game, there are some who would take the poop over Guppy's Head. And you people need to justify yourselves before some sort of grand jury of Isaac. Because, like, are you really going to give up the absolutely undeniable utility of Guppy's Head? Not to mention, like, the actual Guppy transformation aspect, although you can, I suppose you can get that from just touching Guppy's Head, so that argument isn't as strong, but still. Are you going to give up that great effect for a chance at some extra money on occasion, or just extra consumables, I guess? It doesn't have to be money every time from poop. I've seen, like, spirit hearts pop out of poop. Like, just an extra small chance, even if you have something like petrified poop. I still think Guppy's Head is much more worth it. Past a certain point, anyway. I mean, early on in the game, that money can really sort of help you out. Like, it could make the difference between you being able to afford something in the shop and not. But definitely in the long term, you want to go Guppy's Head. I don't think that much can be disputed amongst anyone who's really gotten into Isaac. Maybe there are some people out there who are just really frugal about their money in Isaac, and it's like, I gotta press every single available opportunity, or else I'm not playing this game right, to get this, like, the maximum money on every single run. It's like, you can do that, like, if that's your jam, go for it, I guess, but goddamn, dude, it's not the way the game was meant to be played. I mean, who am I to say that? I didn't develop the game, right? It's only a chest. I wanted some spirit hearts, man. It's like the first tinted rock I've seen in forever. I mean, at least I got blood bag out of it, I guess. Speed upgrade and HP, so it's the best of both worlds. Chill it out, take it slow, then you rock out the show. God, every time I say, like, best of both worlds, the fucking Hannah Montana theme, not even just the theme song, but, like, the whole theme of, like, the Disney show, like all the clips and stuff that they would play during those themes, like right before the start of every episode, it all just plays out in my head, man, and I'm always so ashamed of it. It's like, man, that was a really, like, formative part of my childhood, was Hannah fucking Montana. It's like, I don't know if I can ever live that down. Alright, so we got the Parasite here, which I'm just going to take, honestly. Parasite's pretty good. We did get a reroll machine there, so that was maybe pay to play coming into effect. I don't know, maybe we didn't get the reroll machine on our previous floor's item room because we picked up pay to play on that floor, so it had already been sort of like predetermined that we wouldn't get one. Or maybe it is just a chance, not a guarantee, who knows. Regardless, I think it was still better for us to have it than whatever our other trinket was, the used diaper, that's right. Have I bombed into that secret room? I don't know if I did. That was really, really dumb damage, and I apologize. But, you know what, was it worth it? Let's find out. Well, I guess I'll take no, never again. What was that sound? That was a very... It was like a very serious sound I just heard in the distance. It wasn't like serious and like there was like some lady screaming outside or something and I need to call the cops right now. It was like a nuclear, like, code arming sound. It was weird. It was like some strange little alarm sound in the background. Not quite like a fire alarm. It was like something being armed. It was like an alarm being armed. That's what I would equate it to, but I don't know what that would be, and it was just, like, so distinct and sharp in my ear that I'm like, what the fuck was that? Was that in the game somehow, or was that in my headset, or... I don't know, man. Maybe it was someone opening the door outside somehow, and it just sounded strange through the wall. Don't forget to buy the Spirit Heart, you dummy, you big old hoser, and you know what, use the reroll machine, too, because you might get another Spirit Heart out of it. We got Broken Modem. We do have another Spirit Heart there. Broken Modem would be kind of cool, actually, if I could get it to work, so I'm going to try and save up some money. Shoot the poop in an ironic twist of fate, hoping that you get money out of it. After you went on your long spiel about why would anyone ever take Guppy's head over the poop, then you end up shooting poop. Who'da thunk it, man? Doesn't change my stance on the argument in the slightest, mind you. Be a 2 diamonds. It's a Joker. I mean, that's still fairly good. What do we have? We have the Hanged Man. I'll take the Joker instead for sure. Hanged Man could be valuable if we find some, like, money on this floor across a gap in this next room here. No money, but there are some bombs over there that might be worth picking up, you know? You know what I mean? Ooh, I'm down for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and use our Hanged Man, I suppose. I know this is a little min-maxy, and I probably shouldn't be doing it that much, but I'm planning on heading back towards the shop anyway, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and bomb these as well. There's a couple fires in here that might be worth something to me. I know I'm spending more time on this than I should, but think about it. I'm trying to get a delirium win here, and I know part of that is trying to go fast so I can get to the Hush fight. Admittedly, I may miss the Hush fight on this run, because we're only on the Depths 1 here, right? Dank Depth 1, yeah. We're only on the Dank Depths 1, so Like, and like we're already at 22 minutes is what I'm trying to say. So the odds of us getting the Hush fight, not so good here. Unless we got Mama Mega and decide to hold on to that or something. Which is possible. We still have one shop left, so could rear its ugly head. Or we could just keep re-rolling the shop that we do have until we see Mama Mega, but that might be a little ridiculous, especially because we don't have enough money to even buy it, unless it was on sale. But what we will hope for is, for just a void portal to spawn after one of the main bosses or something. Hopefully not just after Mom. That would be a little ridiculous, and I'd be like, ooh, am I ready to go for it? And the answer would be unabashedly no, but I would probably still try it anyway, just because, like, oh, what if a void portal doesn't spawn for the rest of the game? Then what, man? Put myself in a weird spot. Regardless, Monster 2 is just about dead here. We'll get a deal with the devil in all likelihood. Could be a deal with the angel. Let's see here. It is, in fact, a deal with the angel. Interesting. Got old bandage. We also have Holy Grail, which is flight and HP up. I'm totally fine with that. I'll go ahead and bomb the angel statue. Both because this room is slowed, so I knew it would be easy. And also because it'll give me a key piece, which, if worse comes to worse, we'll end up fighting Mega Satan, which will give us a 50% chance of getting a void portal, so we'll see how that pans out, I guess. Although, in my current state, I can't say that I'm really looking forward to fighting Mega Satan or Delirium. We'll see, though. We'll see how it all goes. How it all goes down in the hood. Let's get a move on, I suppose. Now, do you use the Joker card right off the bat here and just hope? I don't know. I think what you do with the Joker card is sort of what the optimal play usually is with the Joker card that I've kind of let fall by the wayside in my more recent usage of the Joker card. The way you want to kind of do it is see if you get a deal with the devil naturally, and if not, then you judge, like, do I have enough HP to afford a deal with the devil? If yes, proceed with Joker card. If no, continue on and wait till next floor or next available opportunity to Joker card. Because the beautiful thing about the Joker card is that it doesn't have to be used, like, before the Womb 2, as most deal with the devil things, like, most deal with the devil pertinent things anyway, have to be done by. It's only, like, it's only limited by your imagination and your willingness to use it, so keep that in mind. In fact, it's oftentimes best saved for, like, the cathedral or the chest, so we'll see how that goes. Ooh, I'm a fan of this. I always love when I get the slow effect on a room. And then I remember that Broken Stopwatch is bad when it gives me, like, the I'm excited effect on a room, especially on, like, a big room, like a boss room or something. That's always a kick in the pants, but... a kick in the pants. Did I really just say that? And we all be adults here, kicking the ass, you know? Kick in the donkey. Not really that interested in Swallowed Penny, to be honest with you here. No Never Again, I think, is still a better trinket for us in basically every fashion here. I mean, there are some good space items that I may be missing out on as a result of it, but Guppy's head is good enough to keep all the way. So I'm not going to take Piggy Bank, because I'm grinding that no money axe. I will take Death's Touch, for sure. It's a Tears downgrade, but the damage upgrade is astronomical compared to that. Not to mention the Piercing Tears, so... we are actually getting somewhat in business here. We're taking care of business every day. Taking care of business my own way. Taking care of business before 9. Taking care of business and working overtime. Isn't that a little bit, like, suspect that he says, taking care of business before 9, but then taking care of business and working overtime? Doesn't that insinuate that you did not, in fact, take care of business before 9 if you have to work overtime? I'm just saying, buddy, you're kind of contradicting yourself here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like, if you can get it done before 9, by all means, I think that's a great thing. Get your shit done before 9, head home to your family, watch, like, a Saturday night movie or something, have a good time with it. If you gotta work overtime, though, if you gotta get those quarterly reports in before midnight here, and you're not even nearly done, you need that extra 3 hours, or, like, 2.5 hours, realistically, to push it to the limit. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta put that food on the table. So, go ahead and work your overtime hours. Just make sure you get that extra pay, extra compensation. Oh good, it's Ragman. Gotta love when you just walk into a room and you see Ragman as your first thing. So good. What do we got here? We got Death. Gonna keep the Joker card for sure. And just go ahead and check out our mom fight here. Check out our mom fight. Let's see how this one is compared to all the rest. I've got a good feeling that this mom fight is going to be the one we remember through the ages. You know, I'll be on my deathbed at the ripe old age of 32, and I'll be like, man, I regret a lot of things in life, but the one thing I do not regret is that mom fight on the evening of April 27th, 2017. So we're going to take the Polaroid. Then we are going to go ahead and Joker it up, because we did not get to deal with the devil. We got to deal with the angel here, which will give us an extra HP upgrade, as well as an angel fight to facilitate our Mega Satan key, which is pretty awesome. Kind of funny that we actually managed to get the stopwatch effect on both angel statue fights. Not that it's strictly needed, it's not that the angels are the hardest bosses in the entire game, but it's still nice, you know? They're not the easiest bosses in the game. That honor would probably go to, like, Pin, I guess. And he's done for. Done like dinner. So I'm probably not going to get a deal with the devil for the rest of this run. I mean, I might get, like, a deal with the angel, but... Like I might get a deal just period. Like, well, if we don't get one on this floor, we're guaranteed to get one on the next floor, provided we can actually survive, because obviously Blue Baby cannot take red heart damage. And try to talk over that train noise in the background. Gotta love him living right next to the tracks, man. Cause he's a track man. Skibbity bop bop a doo. Like, for my own purposes, I don't mind living by the train tracks. Like, I could care less. In fact, sometimes it's like a soothing sort of noise you can fall asleep to, because the trains don't make that much noise as they roll by. For something like this, though, where background noise is very obvious a lot of the time, it's a little bit aggravating. Although there's not much I can really do about it. It's not like I can be like, hey, Town of Cochrane, why don't you just rebuild the train tracks over there so that they're not disturbing my my Binding of Isaac videos. Or any other videos, for that matter. No, the only other option would be to move, which I will do at some point, but it's not in the cards right now, unfortunately. Not making nearly enough moolah, man. Gotta get a second job or something, but I really don't want to. It's a discussion for another day. For another audience, probably, too. I digress. Moving on swiftly here. We have just passed our 30-minute threshold, so the Hush fight is no longer any sort of literal possibility. Any pipe dreams we might have had about making it there in time, given that we've sort of sped up this run in the recent couple floors, have gone down the drain. So go ahead and Hogalaws that. No benefit. No benefit. No good. Secret room, please? Aw, hell yeah. Super happy. Well, that's not the greatest secret room. I still don't really understand this reroll machine. Unless you can spawn some items in here, then I guess it might be worth it. But I just gave it a penny for my thoughts, so... Penny for your thoughts. That was the greatest dodge. I objectively just like looked at that bullet that the blast assist shot out, and I was like, that bullet is coming directly at me. I just need to move up or down to dodge it. And I thought that to myself very precisely, and then I just stood there and took it. It was like, it was the greatest, man. If you could see the inside of my brain when that shot was happening, you would have laughed your goddamn asses off. I know I am. On the inside, anyway. Lolling inside. Also known as Lolly. Got Head of Krampus, which is 2/3 of the head transformation, which isn't actually a thing. Was really hoping for a lump of coal there, but beggars can't be choosers. We got a decent run here anyway, so not gonna sweat it too much. And I do still think that Guppy's head is better for me than the Head of Krampus at this point. There's a time and place for the Head of Krampus, more colloquially known as Krampus's head. I gotta know something about you guys. This is very, very important for me to know. Are you the kind of people that if you have to like make a pluralized possessive version of a word, like Krampus, and the word ends in an S, do you put just an apostrophe after the word and nothing else, or do you do apostrophe S like Krampus's? Like, they both be pronounced the same way in theory, like both, like, but how do you spell it? Do you just put the apostrophe, or do you put apostrophe S? I am of the opinion that it depends on the context, but more often than not, I will only put the apostrophe, just because I think it looks better on a page, but I think there is a time and a place for both. I couldn't tell you the time and a place for both just off the top of my head. I'd have to sort of look at some examples just to really know myself, because it's very sort of nebulous, as many of the rules in the English language are. It's not really a rule either, but more just a personal preference type thing. I don't know, maybe the Chicago Manual of Style would beg to differ and states that there is in fact a rule, but you know what, there are no rules in writing. Anyone ever read The Road? That bullshit has a ton of dialogue and no dialogue marks at all. It's so weird. I don't know why he did that, but it wasn't hard to read. He still managed to parse it out just right, so can't remember who that author actually was. He was pretty sweet, though. He read that in English class. I also watched the movie. Scarred me for life. Not really, it wasn't that bad. There's like one scene that was, showed like a dead, charred baby, and that was a little upsetting, but for the most part, you know. And I'm sure that scene wouldn't even bother me that much nowadays, given all the shit you see elsewhere in media. Not to say that a dead, charred baby is, like, not tragic, but at the same time. You seen one dead, charred baby, you seen them all. So not feeling super confident moving on to our next floor here, the cathedral. But gotta keep on trucking, man. No deal with the devil on this floor. Really hoping to find some wayward spirit hearts at some point here. I know, Curse of the Blind's pretty shit. Could fight a mini-boss. Is that maybe worth it? I'm gonna try just in case it's, I was honestly hoping for Super Pride, so we got pretty close, but Super Pride could have potentially given us, Dead Cat, which is what I was kind of banking on, but it's okay. I mean, I wasn't banking on it, and it's not like the fate of this run depends on this mini-boss being Super Pride. Oh, I lost. Or is it Super Lust? Is it Super Pride or Super Lust? I can never remember. Regardless, apparently this is just the Pride floor. Given these first couple rooms. I think it's Super Pride. Go ahead and use the world here. Good shit, good shit. We'll actually head back really quick and check out this secret room. On the off chance we get something valuable out of it. Valuable. I don't know what that kind of accent that was, but it happened and I can't take it back. Let's keep on heading down. Please be balls of steel. It's 48-hour energy, which is still fine. Give me some more attack power for the next couple of rooms at any rate. Which I may well need if I want to avoid damage at all costs. Oh, hell yeah. There was one weird, like, little frame there where one of those flies turned into a pile of goop, and I was very concerned. Maybe it was just a champion version of him, and I just killed him fast enough that it didn't really matter, but who knows, man. Double Gemini. It's not my jam. Didn't I tell you guys? Gemini is my spirit item. I've seen it so often. I mean, not recently. Maybe it's because they've been hoarding it up here in the cathedral, and I just haven't been here in so long. I should be one of them, though. We're Gemini brothers. We are literally brothers joined by the cord. The cord. It sounds like a fucking Gemini cult or something. We of the cord. It still baffles me that Gemini is not an item that can be dropped by Gemini. There are a bunch of things like that. Like, you would think, like, maybe Little Monstro could sometimes be dropped by Monstro. Just cute little things like that. Just, like, modify the boss item pools just a little bit to specialize them. So you never know. Of course, like, the boss item pool on its own is not that good at any rate. So it's like, to dilute it even further potentially might not be the best option, but there are some good items that could be like specialized to certain bosses. For instance, maybe if you kill the adversary, he gives you brimstone. You know, things like that. You kill the cage, he gives you godhead. Does that make sense? I mean, that one doesn't so much, but the brimstone thing I think I can make a case for. I just want to say thank you very much right now to Broken Stopwatch, because if it weren't for Broken Stopwatch, I was fully prepared to die on this Isaac fight. I walked into this fight and I'm like, I have a spirit heart and a half and like no offensive power. I mean, not no offensive power, obviously we're doing okay here, but it's still taken a decent while to lay the smackdown on Isaac here. Oh god. That was way too close. Probably should have just tried to tuck in that corner and just hope for the best, but we made it out. Yeah, we're just not doing enough damage fast enough to really feel safe against Isaac here, but regardless, I think we're still gonna make it through just fine, thanks to mostly the Broken Stopwatch effect. Unfortunately, it doesn't slow down those light beams in any capacity, but that's okay. Can't make it too easy on me now, can we? No, no, no. So I would really appreciate if you actually just did not spawn the Void Portal after Isaac here. Feel free to spawn it after Blue Baby or Mega Satan. In fact, I welcome it, but not right now. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I mean, they're probably just not going to spawn it at all at this point. Who knows, but kind of wish there was a way to increase your odds of getting a Void Portal spawn. Sort of like how you can increase your odds of a deal with the devil through certain nebulous means, but regardless, we got Speedball from that guy. We also have Euthanasia, which is 2/3 of Spun already. Might be worth it. These are both worth it. I only hesitate on Skinny Odd Mushroom there because it's a damage downgrade, but it is a tiers upgrade, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Fire rate up, decent damage downgrade, unfortunately, but we are firing a lot more tiers now, which just looks awesome, quite frankly. And with Lead Pencil, we'll be getting that occasional burst shot, and we'll actually be getting it a little faster now, thanks to our improved tier rate, so maybe that was ultimately the right choice, who knows. I feel like we're tearing through enemies a lot faster than we were on the previous floor, I'll tell you that much. Got Cupid's Arrow, which is pretty much, like, entirely worthless at this point, I think, because I already have Piercing Tears, but I was hoping for maybe some sort of weird stat upgrade out of it, but I guess it doesn't come tied with one. I'll tell you what I am hoping for is some form of HP at some point on one of these rooms. Just any chest could just give me like breakfast and I'll be happy. Breakfast, stem cells, any number of things, lunch, dinner, who knows. My god, Euthanasia. I love that effect. But you know what? We'll try and persevere regardless of what the game gives us. I'm not going to take the Super Magnet. All things told, that is possibly the worst trinket in the game. I don't know. It's in contention for sure. Like, how many times have I willingly taken Super Magnet and been happy about it? I can think of maybe, like, one time. And I don't even remember what the circumstances of that run were, so it couldn't have been that great, right? There's always a better trinket to have, though. That's what I'm saying. What we got here? We got full health, which normally would have been pretty cool, but not in this circumstance. Let's go ahead and fight Blue Baby with Blue Baby. We got the fucking stopwatch effect again. There's got to be, like, some extra weight put into the calculation when you're going up against a boss that just makes the stopwatch trigger this much more, because I feel like I always get it on a boss fight. Not always in the way I would like. Sometimes you get the sped up version of the boss, and that's kind of a kick in the face, but a swift kick to the membrane. Oh shit, Euthanasia just like wiped him out at the very end there. No Void Portal, so I guess we're gonna have to take this run to Mega Satan. Really try to make the sun shine here. I could explore some more and just hope to get some HP upgrades. In fact, that might be the way to do this, honestly. I only have 2 luck, so I'm not expecting chests like every single room or anything, but I would expect, oh god. Oh wait, Scapular. Scapular just triggered. I was like, why am I not down to half a heart? It was Scapular, man. So Scapular does actually work with Blue Baby. The more you know. So that's actually good to know that as long as I don't get hit twice on a room, I'll be okay because of Scapular. That is very, very valuable knowledge, actually. Still, it does not dissuade me from wanting to try and fight all these assholes. All these rooms, all these asshole rooms, to try and get a single goddamn HP upgrade. Yeah, in fact, getting hit at this point is actually not even. It might be beneficial to us because we get the tears upgrade from Milk, which I don't actually know if that gives us a tears upgrade anymore because we're at the tier cap, but it might. And it also gives us the Polaroid effect, so paint it like a Polaroid picture, quite frankly. Paint it like a Polaroid picture. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Beautiful. Still no HP, but that's fine. You know, HP comes in many forms on a Blue Baby run. Could just give me a random Spirit Heart, could give me an actual HP upgrade. Really, the choice is yours, game. I know you have it in here somewhere buried deep. I told you somewhere buried deep within this chest was a heart. I mean, that's true of any chest, I suppose, right? I think that gives me enough confidence, just that one heart, to go and fight Mega Satan now. Between that and Scapular, we should be decently well poised here to defeat this guy. No stopwatch effect, unfortunately. Well, actually, did we get the stopwatch effect? No, we just had the spider bite effect there for a second, and I got confused. Because I was like, the music's not slowed down, but Mega Satan is slow. What's going on? What kind of strange voodoo magic is this? So it'll be well all and good if we can defeat Mega Satan. I'm prepared for the possibility we may lose to him as well, but I am putting more weight in the option of us winning, realistically. But that's not the be-all, end-all for us in this run. If we beat Mega Satan, great. We can consider this a victory. But what we really need is to beat Mega Satan and for him to cough up a Void Portal. That's the real linchpin on this run, because that's the only one of the few unlocks we still have to get. And while I don't feel necessarily 100% confident that this is a Delirium-worthy run, I'd like to see it try, you know? We made it this far, so potentially the win is there. Like, I'll say that if I can get through the Mega Satan fight without taking damage, I'll feel a little more confident. I still don't know if that's going to happen, mind you. So there's still a decent amount of the Mega Satan fight left, and a decent amount of it is still quite difficult. But I'd say oftentimes that mini-boss wave that I just killed is the hardest part of the fight. And we dealt with it pretty easily. These angels can be a little nasty because they just move so erratically. Those beam attacks are also pretty nasty. And while it would make me a little more confident going up against Delirium potentially, it does not mean that I'm going to win against Delirium. Obviously, the Mega Satan fight is not very comparable to the Delirium fight. They're two entirely different beasts. I hate when he just spawns random mini-bosses like this. It's annoying. Makes me think that I'm just taking too long or something, which I probably am, but still. You don't have to rub it in my face, Mega Satan. I'll rub it in your face. Your face is so goddamn big. Alright. So, everyone hold your breath now, because we are pretty close to the end of this fight. Unfortunately, took damage at the very end there, and Milk does in fact break the tier cap. There you go. We are down to a tier rate of 3, which is pretty ridiculous looking with all these goddamn scythes coming out of my face. And I love every second of it. Makes Milk actually a pretty valuable asset in these long-form boss fights. On the average room, Milk's pretty bad. On a fight like this, I guess it can be pretty valuable, if you have the right setup for it. Which we clearly do, I think. Are we still hitting him? I can't even tell. I don't know if our range is good enough. I guess we were, because he's dead now. Void Portal, come on! Big money, big money! You... well, I can't say that I didn't have fun, but I would have had more fun if you given me that shot. Just the one shot I needed. Who knows, if I had been a little faster, maybe this would have ended differently and go into the hush fight or something. Of course, we wouldn't have gotten as stacked as we did towards the end there with like euthanasia and all that shit. I digress though. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and or comment down below. It really helps out the channel. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more too. I post a single Isaac video every day at noon Mountain Time. So, join me tomorrow for the next one if you would. I'm going to hop on out of here for now though. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.